Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss ICP, Internet Computers Crypto. None of the content is financial advice. Right now, the price is about $5.35. It's a shining star right now on the crypto market front. It's up by about 40% over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, up by about 79%. And compared to the rest of the asset class, you can see ICP has been a clear leader over the last 7 days as well as the last 24 hours. And the second spot over the last 30 days, up by about 19% over the last 90 days. Also, number third spot at around 2.5% up, where the larger crypto market has been down only. So that makes ICP as crypto of the day. This chart is available on cryptoweeklies.com under heat map section. It analyzes top 50 cryptos and creates a performance barometer on these distinct time periods to identify which crypto has the most rallying potential at this point in time, and which crypto is holding the realms of the market right now. ICP being that crypto, we are making another video related to ICP in a shorter time. You can check up all of the videos related to Crypto Weeklies by going, this is again the homepage of the website cryptoweeklies.com, and this is all of the videos made thus far on YouTube. And again, if you key in ICP over here, you can check the video series that we made over the last 3 years when the price of ICP was going through a lot of volatility during 2023, 2024, and now in 2025. So now that the price is above $5 level, the price has meaningfully rallied above these two resistances that we mentioned in our day before yesterday's video on ICP, the 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average, both at around close to $4.75 and $4.80 respectively. So those levels, if they are held for this week, they could flip into support. So going forward, if there are any corrections, those levels could hold as support. The next level to watch for ICP is the 50-week simple moving average, this blue line over here coming in at around $6.33. So that's the next boss or next target. After that, this descending white line over here, if the price could meet that descending white line at around $8.30 to $8.50, that's the structure that has prevailed since early to mid March 2024, when the price broke out higher than $20 and then again came crashing down, and then again in December it made a lower high and then made a lower low in the following correction in April, and then again a lower low in October 2025. So that has been unfortunately the reality with ICP. That has not changed, but still right now the momentum has been largely bullish for the last 3 weeks. You can check out over here, since the price did visit that $2.90 lows, price came rallying back to these highs. Now if you look at ICP from the perspective of regression based analysis and regression based risk, although again as the regression model has the price has reached the 2 standard deviation residual, this dotted red line. So this continued presence above this red line is largely a bullish thing. So that means the slope of the regression function, which is downward right now, has more and more potential to have that bullish upswing if the price action were to push and keep on pushing higher and higher from here on. Another indicator with ICP is this time weighted average price indicator. When and if the price comes close to this blue line, that would more often than not be a signal of a topping pattern for ICP. This has held true 4 times, first in August 2021 when the price met this blue line over here, then the price was essentially down only. Then again in March 2024, and again you could see a similar story in December 2024. And now this unfortunately the time weighted average price itself has a declining momentum, and currently at around $16. But again towards November, December, if we were to extrapolate that, the price time weighted average price could meet the price action if there is a rally at around $15. That could be a macro high for ICP, at least for 2025. Still it would be lower than 2024, but that is something that I'm looking for. Again, not financial advice. The 20-week simple moving average price based risk level has risen as the price has successfully broken out of the 20-week moving average, which is at around $4.80. Some levels to look for is the 0.75 risk level. The 0.75 risk level says that the price could go somewhere between $11.50 to $12. That's the projection per the 20-week simple moving average price based levels. And again, all of these models are live and available on cryptoweeklies.com for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything. They react dynamically to the latest price point. So what is true today might not be true 1 month from now, because again, price is dynamic and not all of the models are forecast based. Some of them are analytics and regression based models and risk based models, which react massively to the ongoing price discovery as well as market dynamics. So the machine learning based price forecast for ICP as it gears towards the end of year 2025, the non-euphoria bull run peak for ICP is at around $6.40, which is essentially rally higher than the 50-week simple moving average, which meets at around $6.30 to $6.50. The bull case with a euphoria or 95 percentile bullish presence in the market, that euphoria phase could take the price action to $9.32, slightly higher than this descending white line over here, which takes into consideration the 2024 peak and also potentially the 2025 end of bull run. So that's the $9.32 target. This is again at a weekly average price. Again, the candle bodies could be slightly higher by 10 to 20% like they were. So for example, March, the candle bodies were topping at around $20, whereas the weekly average price was only went as high as about $18. So that is again 10% higher than the weekly average price, the eventual price of at the highs. The 3 standard deviation, again, that's the optimistic scenario for ICP. That again, with that time weighted average price model as described earlier, could meet the 3 standard deviation euphoria target or the blow off top target for ICP at around $15.76, coming close to the time weighted average price of $16. That those 2 models are kind of signaling that level. And again, if that also rings well with the potential breakout from over here and then going slightly higher than the 0.236 fib level, but not as high as about 0.382. So that's where the $15 target comes from for ICP. All in all, again, with this bullish surge, what remains to be seen is if ICP makes a presence in this narrative cloud or the word cloud over here. Right now, again, largely the sentiment in the market is bearish as it stands from the last 7 days worth of narratives related to crypto, largely bearish with some bullish narratives here and there, especially as the FOMC is behind us and the Bitcoin related narrative garners more and more attention. The size of altcoin related narrative, again, ICP being one of the altcoins, is diminishing, and again the market is more looking for what Bitcoin is doing at this point. And again, some of the higher cap cryptos such as Solana, ETH and XRP for that matter have their own individual narratives garnering some attention, but again not that much on the altcoin space. The crypto risk, the composite risk on the entire asset class as of now is gone down at around 0.33. That means again we are in the lowest risk, not the lowest one, but the second but lowest, this green zone over here. When and if we go in this blue zone, that would be the perfect time to make any dip buying decisions. Again, not financial advice, but green is definitely the second best time to DCA as it relates to the movements in the asset class. You can see this chart has a history of tracking these movements since about June 2022. Then again, coming out of that bearish bias in 2024, when the first major bullish catalyst for Bitcoin and ETH, especially for Bitcoin, took place in March, and then again the higher structure in December of 2024. Again, all of that was captured. This is again analyzing top 100 cryptos by market cap on their volatility, alpha, beta, risk adjusted returns, and also percent drawdown based analytics. The year to date ROI for these top cryptos have not been that great in 2025. For example, Bitcoin is only up by about 12%. ETH again doing a similar thing, moving in locksteps with Bitcoin, but only up by about 7.5%. I don't think we have one for ICP over here. Let me just verify. I think not for ICP. Yeah, we have it for ICP. Yeah, so this is ICP from the yearly open, essentially down only. Now from the yearly open down 62% from the 2025 yearly open. Stark contrast between what ICP did in 2021. Again, although ICP launched in mid-May of 2021, the year-to-date performance this time around was again much worse than in 2021 than it is today. Back in 2021, from the yearly open, or so not from the yearly open, from the launch, the ROI was again negative 87% at a similar time period. So that's something that I wanted to share. Bitcoin ETH risk, right now both of them are in this low risk regimen. Bitcoin slightly lower risk than ETH at this point with respect to its own 20-week simple moving average price based proportional and time adjusted risk levels. Looking for any significant presence below this 0.2 risk, again that could be a good indicator for the entire asset class of crypto when Bitcoin is below the 0.2 risk, like it was back in mid-May 2021, sorry, mid-June 2021, again back in June 2022, again August 2024, and April 2025. Those are some of the risk off or the lowest risk time periods in the asset class as a whole. Opposite being March 2024, December 2024, where as Bitcoin rises a lot from its 20-week simple moving average, the market has a bullish bias, and then again as Bitcoin corrects, the entire market also corrects. That's because Bitcoin is almost, market share of Bitcoin is more than 55 to 60% of the entire asset class. The overall news sentiment score, although over the last 24 hours has been largely bullish, there are some of the bearish narratives popping here and there. So that is something as a tale of caution from these analytics. As it relates to ICP, as of this moment, the regression risk being elevated and the slope of the regression function having that downward bias is pulling a lot of forecasts in the conservative direction, where the base case is at around $5.50, bull case at around $10, and the moon boy case at around $14. That's where the confluence with respect to time weighted average price is. The $9 is where the confluence with this descending line is, and the $6 level is again at price close to that 50-week simple moving average. With that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.